Hey guys, Mr. Rutano here. In today's lesson, Unit 1, we're going to represent different whole numbers using a place value chart and review different place values up to the millions. So you're going to open up your binders and your math binders to the notes section, and in the top of the page you're going to write Unit 1 place value, okay? Drop down a few lines after that, and then you're going to represent 7 lines like I'm going to show you on my whiteboard. So I have one in the middle, and then there's going to be 3 on each side, so 7. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7. Now, if at any point during the video I'm going a little bit too fast, just hit the pause button. What I want you to do is copy my notes in your note section so that you have it for today's assignment, and you can go back and look at your notes so you understand what we're learning in class. Okay, so let's take a quick look at these place values and let's review what each place value represents. So starting all the way to the right, if you think back from 3rd grade, we know that that place value is the ones place. So let's label that the ones place. And every place value to the left of that is going to be 10 times larger. So think about times 10. Well, 1 times 10 is 10. So this is going to be the 10th place. And 10 times 10 is 100. So this is the hundreds place. So every time we go to the left, one place value, it is 10 times larger. To the left of the hundreds place, can you guys remember from 3rd grade? That is the thousands place. And make sure you pause your video and you check your spelling against mine. You have nice, neat notes, okay? Now, thousands place, what's to the left of the thousands place? Well, remember, it's 10 times larger, so it's going to be the 10,000s place. And after the 10,000s place is going to be the 100,000s place. All right. Think you know what comes next after the 100,000s place? Is the, you got it guys, the millions place. Good job. So we'll label it the millions place. Okay, so we have our each place value, but then we got to represent, or we have to separate our place values with commas. Now, the base 10 number system always separates in groups of 3. So I have my 1s, 10s, 100s. That's a group of 3. Then we can put a comma. Then we have our thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, and we're going to separate those with another comma. So notice, guys, it's 3, 3, and there's more place values to the left of this. We're stopping at the millions, but it will be another group of 3. Okay? Now, each period or each group of 3 has a name. Okay, so if I put a little house around the first group of 3, I have my 1s, 10s, and 100s. They're always named by the first place value. So that's going to be the 1s period. Okay, the second 3 place values, we're going to group them together. We'll draw a little house. Okay. And well, let's think about this. If we have the thousands, 10,000s, and 100,000s, that's going to be the thousands period, because all the place value in here are in the thousands. So I'm going to call that the thousands period. And then we have the millions. And if we continue going to the next place value and to the next place value, it would be the millions, the 10 millions, the 100 millions. So that's going to be the millions place, the millions period. I'm actually going to back you guys up a little bit, so you can see the board a little bit. There you go. Okay. Now, if we have a digit in any place value, we have to think of the place value it's in, but also the value of that digit. So let's pretend I put the number, my lucky number is number 9, okay? Let's say we put a 9 in the hundreds place. Well, the place value, or PV, would be the hundreds, right? but we got to think about the value of that 9. How much is it really worth? If I put a 9 in the hundreds place, it's not worth 9, it's worth 900. So there is a difference between the place value, where it is, and the value of it, how much it's actually worth. All right, so if you have to pause and make sure you copy down my notes, go ahead and do so now. And in your classwork today, you're actually at the very bottom of the second page, you're gonna get a little thing I call dad jokes, okay? And it's kind of like a little fun thing I do to see, to share some of my corny dad jokes. My kids go crazy about it, but so my dad joke is this. What is a scientist's favorite dog? What is a scientist's favorite dog? The lab. Get it? The lab? Oh, okay. So that's the joke. So on the bottom it's going to say, what is the dad joke answer or punchline of the day? And the answer is going to be the lab. Okay, so now we're going to represent a whole number using dots. We're going to use dots on a place value chart to show a whole number. So let's go ahead and make a place value chart. So on our paper, you can do it on the bottom if you have space. On the first page, if you have to turn it over and use the back of it, now's the time to do that, okay? We're going to keep nice, neat notes, guys. So my place value chart, I'm going to have my ones place, my tens place, my hundreds place. I'm going to use TH for thousands place. I'm going to use 100 TH for 100,000s, and then, oops, I'm sorry, I messed up. And it's okay to make a mistake, but it's also okay to fix it. So thousands, what comes after 1,000? You got it, guys, the 10,000s. 10,000s place, and then the 100,000s place. We got it. And you remember the place value to the left? Remember that is the millions. Okay. So, remember how to group our commas, right? We group our commas, ones, tens, hundreds, comma, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, comma, millions, and so on. Okay, so the first number we're going to represent is 483,592. Now, if I ask you guys to put a comma in this number, it's just like place value. Ones, tens, hundreds, and then there's a comma separating the hundreds and the thousands. Thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s. So to say this number, you always say it in groups of 3. So you have 3 digits here. We're going to say this number as 483,000. We're going to say the word thousand for that comma, 592. Again, guys, that's 483,592. And we're just going to simply use dots to represent each digit. So you always start in the ones place. So I know in the ones place I have 2. So I'm going to do 2 dots. 1, 2. In my tens place I have 9 tens. So I'm going to represent 9 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And notice, guys, that I put them in groups of 5. It's a lot easier to count. It's a lot easier to be neat. And so you can see your own work. So I have 9 tens, then I have 5 hundreds, so I'm going to use 5 dots in my hundreds place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hundreds. I have 3 in the thousands place, so I'm going to represent that as 1, 2, 3. I have 8 in my 10,000s place, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, it's easier to count. 5, 6, 7, 8 in the 10,000s place. And lastly, guys, I have in my 100,000s place, I have the digit 4. So I have the number 483,592. Okay, pretty easy, right? All right, so let's do a little bit more challenging one. So now would be a good time to pause the video and make another place value chart like we just did. But we're going to use the same chart here. Okay, so for this one, we're going to have In word form, we're gonna have 16 ones. We're gonna have 3 tens, 12 hundreds, 7 thousands, and 500 thousands. Okay, so first things first, let's start in the ones place. We have 16 ones. Well, let's pause about this for a second, guys. I cannot put a 16 in the ones place, I know that. But I'm gonna represent that using dots. So let's put all 16 ones in the ones place. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Now I can only put one digit in each place value, I know that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna regroup. I'm gonna take a group of ones, 10 ones, and I'm gonna circle 10 ones, and I'm gonna make a new 10. I'm gonna bring it right over here, so I have 1 10. So I started with 16 ones, but I knew I couldn't put 16. I can only put one digit in the ones place. So I made a group of 10 and I transferred it. So what do I have left in the ones place? I have the digit 6. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dots left, okay? Now in the 10th place I have 1, but in my number it says I have to do 3 10s. So I'm gonna add 3 10s to the one I already have there. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, I'm gonna add my 3, okay? So I did my 3 10s, I did my 16 ones, but look how many 10s we have now. Because we made a new one and we represented 3 more 10s, we have a total of 4 10s, okay? Now 12 hundreds, I'm gonna put all my dots to represent 12 in the hundred place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But I know I cannot have 2 digits in one place value. So again, guys, I'm gonna regroup. I'm gonna circle a group of 10. So 10 hundreds, and I'm gonna make a new 1,000. Can't forget about that. So how many hundreds are we left with? We're left with 2 in the hundreds place, okay? And I did this. So now we're gonna add 7 thousands. So I had 1,000 here that I regrouped from my hundreds to make a new 1,000. I'm gonna add 7 more thousands. And I know 7 plus 1 is 8. So I'm gonna make sure I have 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 1 every 4. That makes 5. 6, 7, 8. So let me make sure I have the 7 I added. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so I added my 7. I brought one over from my hundred place, so I had a total of 8 thousands. And lastly, I have 500 thousands. Well, look at my place values I have left. I have my 10 thousands place. I don't see anything for that, but I have my 100 thousands place, and it said we have to put 5 dots to represent that. So I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in my 100 thousands place. And that's going to be the digit 5 in the 100 thousands place. Now, if I have nothing in my 10,000 place, I'm going to put no dots. And if I have no dots there, the digit that represents 0 is 0. So my answer to this is 508246. Don't forget about your comma between the 100 and the 1,000 place. So my answer is 508,246. Remember those groups. 508,246. All right, guys, try it for yourself. Review my video. Check your notes if you need help. And yeah, I can't wait to see your work. Good luck, guys. Peace.